Welcome back, folks. And we have in studio here with us tonight our golden boy, Darren Ganga. Welcome, Darren. Right, and what we're going to be highlighting is the Darren Ganga Foundation and all the work that Darren and his foundation has been doing towards building a better T&T. Welcome, Darren.
Thank you very much, Ravi. Thanks for having me on your show. It's really a pleasure to be here. I know it's your first, it's your debut show, and I mean, I'm really proud to be associated with something that is very positive. It's all about my personality as well. I love to associate myself with young people, who are very positive in what they do, and I think, that is what Trinidad and Tobago is all about. And to promote and highlight that, I must commend you and all the organizers behind the show for really taking a bold step and making it something that I'm sure will be successful in the long run.
Well, Darren, thank you very much for that, and we're very happy to have him here with us. I'm sure the viewing public also is very happy to have you here, because I must say this young man is like a celebrity. Anywhere I go and I see him, everybody is lining up. Darren, can we get a picture, please?
No, it's been good on both sides. During my playing career for Trinidad and Tobago, I've been blessed to have a bunch of good cricketers around me, and we've been able to achieve a great amount of success for Trinidad and Tobago, and it has really given us a little bit of a niche in terms of life after cricket. Fortunate to be able to help other young persons to develop their own talent at the foundation. We work very hard with a lot of different people from different cross sections, and more so people from rural Trinidad and Tobago. I think
of course,
having that experience of coming out of Barrapo and different people from different points in time.
In the house. We got all the Barrapo.
That's
people.
right.
My friend Randy Ramtahal, who is tuned in from way down in Barrapo.
That's right. It's Trinidad and Tobago. They've been very good towards me.
Yes.
And I think it's only fair for me to give back to Trinidad and Tobago.
And that is what this show is going to be all about. Recognizing those who give back to our country, who go way beyond the call of duty, to contribute towards building a better society, building a better Trinidad and Tobago. And before we dive into the Darren Ganga Foundation, folks, I want to, acknowledge some people who I hold close to my heart also too, from back we have the guys in Rusilac United. We have a gentleman, Patrick Cebu, also, who would have contributed towards my personal development in the Rusilac community, and Uncle Gandhi, Uncle Mags, and all those. You're familiar with Rusilac United?
Yes, of course.
The sports group. Everybody will know the Happy Hill Bazaar.
That's right.
Right? That is one of the big activities that the Rusilac United sports group actually hosts, where they raise funds through the bazaar. Started off as a sports club, a cricket club, but that club has evolved into an association that changed the lives of people in the community, because Rusilac United has actually been giving out scholarships now for youngsters to go and pursue higher education, higher knowledge. So we recognize the folks at home from the Rusilac United, the Rusilac Village Council, Kishinder Ramuta, one of our good friends, right. Uncle Cass, and Cecil Gomansing, and those guys. You guys
also
have
Mr.
them.
Rojan from Gasparilla.
Oh, yes. And we have the Gasparilla United. Thank you very much, Selena, for reminding me of that also, because Mr. Rojan, Zainul Rojan, Roy Rojan. Yep. He is actually 66 years of age, and he is the manager of the sports club up to now, still, right? It's a sports club that has been in existence for about 17 years, playing cricket. They play in the South Cricket League, the City Cricket League, and stuff like that. Yep. So you see what is happening across this country. There are so much good things happening there, and so much positive things, and people go way beyond the call of duty to make that community that they come from a better place. And we want to find those people.
We want to highlight these people on Building Trinidad.
Well, I mean, I can just speak from if I talk from a cricket perspective alone, and there are various sporting clubs and community groups throughout Trinidad and Tobago. When we did our survey, it's over 180 sporting cricket clubs in Trinidad and Tobago, and they play at all different levels of cricket. And these are vehicles in communities that really impact positively on the lives of many persons there. I speak so boldly about these clubs because I am a product of a club, a similar club like that in Barrapo. I would have been taught the game of cricket by my association with that club. Right. And that club is still in existence, and I would have seen generations of persons coming in and going out, and And that's why I commend you for recognizing these vehicles in communities, because it's a way of life for a lot of people, and I'm a product of that. I'm sure yourself, you've really.
I had my time. I had my time up in Happy Hill.
Exactly. So I must commend all the clubs outside there. There are a lot of people who do like volunteer work. And,
you say 180 clubs when you check it out, and when you look at the generations that have passed through, you're talking about thousands of cricketers in this country, man.
That's right.
Thousands, and that's why we're dominating the region right now.
Well, we're supposed to. We had a close game against Barbados at the Oval. I don't know what caused that, but it's the first game of the season, and I would think that we still need to iron out the chinks in terms of our cricket. We have a long season ahead, so hopefully we would be able to get our performances in order.
Right. And Darren, we want to focus a little tonight also on your foundation and the work that your we know that you have started the launch of your CD yesterday. His DVD yesterday. Oh gosh, I'm back in time.
So
I say CD.
Cricket fan, right? So she would know a lot about cricket.
Right. But tell us a little about the foundation and what the foundation is all about.
Well, I've said this a lot of times, and it's something that always gives me goosebumps, because I mean, the story started a long time ago when I started playing the sport of cricket. Growing up in Barpo and coming from humble beginnings, I always dreamt about playing international cricket and realizing my childhood dream of being an international cricketer. But it wasn't an easy road, and whilst I harbored those dreams, it happened because of the support of a lot of different people along the way. I mean, my parents are my pillars of strength, and they've been very, very supportive of me in terms of my career. I also think that there were different persons along the way who would have stepped forward, persons who I would have known, and some people who I didn't have any clue of, and they stepped forward and assisted me along the way in my career. In those experiences, I made a promise to myself that if and when I was able to achieve my goal of playing international cricket, I will ensure that I create a similar sanctuary to support the talent and development of a lot of other young, talented boys and girls, not just in Trinidad and Tobago. I have a global vision. I want this foundation to be something that impacts positively on young people across the world. This DVD that we've developed, and I've taken about 3.5 years to develop, it's an international product. It's on Amazon USA, and it could impact the lives of a lot of young boys and girls who are interested in playing cricket, at whatever level they choose to. At the end of the day, sport is really a way of life for all of us. And if I can show someone a way of life which is positive, which will bring positive rewards, which will impact on their families positively, then I think myself, my foundation will be doing a greater good for society and humanity.
Yeah, and we're looking at you actually. Director has thrown up some content there of today at Bookseller.
Nigel Arakan Bookseller.
Yes, I mean, I'm very pleased to say that we've partnered with Nigel Arakan Booksellers. We've had one launch in Gulf City. We had a launch today in Mid-Center Mall, and tomorrow we'll be in Trin-City Mall launching this product. It's been fantastic so far in terms of the response. Really looking forward to the launch tomorrow and to really making this available to the entire of Trinidad and Tobago.
But Darren, we're talking about tomorrow, but today I went between 5 and 7 to get my cricket bat autographed by you.
Right.
And you had left already.
Yes, well, we started earlier. It was advertised between 3 and 5, and we were there during that time. So I think you got your times mixed up there.
I mixed up. I didn't get that memo.
Ravi and I went
Director, I think I got the wrong memo.
Oh,
I think it was from 5 to 7.
my apologies.
So I can bring my cricket bat to Trin-City tomorrow. And what time will you be there?
We'll be there from 5 to 7 p.m. There are a couple surprises in there. Sunil Narayan will be on hand as well. Okay. We also have Mervyn Dillon, Darren Ganga, some of the persons who are part and parcel of this production, and a lot of other cricket personalities. So it will be a good opportunity for a young cricketer to be in the midst of all these players and obviously be able to interact and to get something positive out of it.
So could you tell us what this DVD entitles, what it has in it that these...
Right. Selena, I think you probably might move if you look at this to playing, huh? But, thanks for asking that question. It's really a a product that was developed with a lot of thought. I'm very fortunate to have a good team around me, a team of persons who would have really, pushed me to get into this direction. I speak of Ms. Ria Karim, Ranjiv Moonan, other members of my foundation, Darren Ganga, Shivnarayan Chandapal, all these guys, really stepped forward and assisted me in producing this particular product. It's a product that was meant to capture the hearts of young cricketing talent, both boys and girls. It's produced in a way that is easy for them to take in. Kids nowadays, they don't have long concentration spans, so it's broken up into segments. First one, it's the pitch and the equipment. Then it goes to players, officials, and field placing. And then you have the conventional batting, bowling, fielding, and wicket keeping. It's filled and littered with animation, live demonstrations, you name it. It has got the personalities. Chandapal is telling you what he went through when he was growing up. He tells you exactly what he does when he goes into the net and prepares for a test match.
Actually, Darren, that story by Chandapal there is one for you to really... I was privileged to see a little part of it. And I must say, he wasn't privileged to everything. And his father, I believe, would try to get a bat and to put together whatever remains, old bats and stuff like that he would grow.
I can tell you, his mom, when he was growing up, he didn't have equipment to play the sport of cricket. He grew up in a small community in Guyana called Unity Village, which was very close to the river. And his father was a fisherman. And for him to get a tie pad, his mom used to go around the neighborhood looking for pieces of cloth, and she would stitch that together to create a tie pad for him. And that was over 20 plus years ago. And look what he has been able to achieve as a player. He's second in line in terms of most test runs, second behind Brian Lara, and I'm sure he might be able to eclipse that record for the most test runs as a West Indian player. Yeah,
we have to recognize the contribution he has made to the region. And we must recognize our boy Brian, man, as we're having this conversation. Hopefully one day we're going to have the holder of the Guinness Book of Record here in the house, who is a Trinidadian.
That's right.
Trinbagonian, I stand corrected.
Brian has been very supportive of this product.
Yes.
He was there for the launch, for those of you who don't know. But he is recognized that young people don't have access to proper coaching and proper technique. This product offers that opportunity for young persons to be able to capture the right things from very young. There's a process you would know in any walk of life. When you learn something and you learn it the wrong way, you have to go through a process of unlearning and then relearning.
That's correct.
And that time is what young players don't have in terms of their career.
What you say there is so correct. Because when we have youths in society who are, I should say, misled, and that's global I'm talking about here now, we have youths in society who are exposed to the wrong things. There's a saying that I learned from the proverbs in primary school, idle hands is the devil's workshop. But what we're seeing happening here is Darren Ganga and the Darren Ganga Foundation attempting and working hard towards molding the minds of the youngsters. And there is an alternative from being idle, getting involved in sports, getting involved in something constructive, in something productive. And this is something that we want to appeal to the parents there, to encourage your children to get involved in sports, get involved in cricket, whether even cricket, football, any type of physical activity that promotes healthy lifestyle. And this is what I'm hearing that you are doing. You have put it into a DVD and it's on Amazon.
That's right. It's available on Amazon.com and even we're working with Amazon India to have it available there because of the demand for this product.
So we're going to take,
with Ravi speaking, we're going to take a break now. Okay. Let's save all these surprises for after the break.
All right, so we're going to be right back. Don't go too far because there's a little more I want to say about that Amazon thing.
Where do we go when the sun comes?